So, everybody must be wondering, what is this girl doing in fashion? Fashion blogging, modeling, styling. Why would a girl with schooling in a remote area want to get into fashion world? Why would a girl who doesn't have a fashion degree wants to be a fashion blogger? And why would a girl employed in a multinational company wants to quit her job? The answer in one word is passion. Thank you. So I run a fashion blog. I do a bit of modeling here and there. I design clothes and style up people. I was a very shy girl. I studied in a remote area without much exposure. But even as a child, I was always interested in dressing up. And I was very choosy in my outfits, which was absolutely frustrating to my parents. And one thing I hated about college and school is the uniforms. I'm sure most of you can relate. So, after my intermediate, I wanted to do a career in fashion. This is something that's outrageous for a middle class family. Nobody approves anything that is different from the ordinary. Let me tell you the usual course of a student. It goes like this: schooling, intermediate, NCET, medicine or engineering. And for a girl, not necessarily a job, but marriage, definitely. This is the path I have to travel. No deviations allowed. You're not supposed to pursue something offbeat. And everybody out there is ready to give you free advice. So, I discontinued my masters and I gave up my job and I started blogging. I never had any grand plans of making inroads into fashion industry. I just started doing what I loved and continued. So after a while, freebies from companies started flowing in, mostly shoes and clothes, stuff like that. And one fine day, without even me realizing, I emerged as one of the top bloggers of Andhra. As days passed by, more and more opportunities opened up, and I'm witnessing how a career unfolds itself when you constantly chase your dream. So, a little about what I do. I do fashion blogging, where I take pictures of my outfit and post it on my blog. I write about fashion, and I give my thoughts and advices on how to look stylish. So this is a picture of me. I have styled same dress in 3 different ways. This is something that I do in my blog. Often, I need to model the costume myself. There is also a flip side to this. You're under constant pressure to look good. People always expect you to look your best wherever you go. As I talk about fashion so much, people also look to me how I dress. This is something that's pressurizing and it makes me feel insecure sometimes. Just because I wear a nice dress and hold a very nice handbag doesn't really change who I am inside. That is my picture, not me. So, okay, look at that picture. Who is that? Believe it or not, that's me. That picture is beautifully captured and edited by the photographer. That's my image, but not me. And to really know what kind of person I am, I think maybe you should ask my husband. And which husband gives good account on his wife, right? So moving on, when I wanted to start a blog, none of those around me knew anything about it. I had to go through it all by myself. I continued. I did what I can do. So, when people have fashion in mind, they think it's glam and glitter. But lots of hard work goes into it. Let it be designing an outfit, modeling for it, styling. It involves lots of creativity as well. I feel fashion is always linked with time and place. Every society has said certain rules on how to dress up in public. When you talk about fashion in terms of clothes, which is usually followed by youngsters, people see it as almost as disobedience of social norms. But I feel fashion is not something where you dress up flamboyant. It's not something that happens on the ramps of fashion TV. Fashion is everywhere. It's in the colleges, it's on the streets. It's about the wearability. And my botheration is about fashion on the streets. And affordability, of course. So, when I talk about fashion so much, people often ask me, have you been to Paris? Yes, of course. And nobody does street styling quite like Paris, which is why it is called fashion capital of the world. During my job, nobody asked me any questions, other than my salary, of course. But when I chose a different career, people ask me, do your parents allow this? Are you really married and you're doing this after marriage? That doesn't end there. They ask me strange questions. Why are you interested in fashion? Not all the questions can be answered instantly or straightforward. Can anybody here tell me why Katappa killed Bahubali right now? These are the kind of questions I have to answer. So, okay. But regardless of what people say or think, I carried on. I did what I loved, because nothing gives you the joy of doing things you love, following your passion. It also gives you tremendous scope for self-expression. Okay, now to the most interesting part. How do I make money out of this? Money, right? Interesting everywhere. It's an interesting topic everywhere. See, it's not really about the money. It's about the hard work. These are the pictures, all shot on the same day. About 18 outfit changes in the span of 6 hours. That doesn't tire me, because I love what I'm doing. So what do I get out of this? Enormous amount of self-satisfaction, feeling of self-worth. When you do things you love, you are bound to succeed, and hard work comes naturally. So before I conclude, I'd like to say my success doesn't come because of my brand collaborations with premium companies, not because I get international trips, sponsored international trips. Not even because I make little money out of this. It is the satisfaction which is really important in your career. All that I've learned is most people give up when they're about to succeed. And even small amount of success requires lots of hard work. So always remember, keep doing what you love and never ever give up. Thank you so much.